Hello, my name is Jasmine and I'm from Jakarta, which is in Indonesia, in Southeast Asia. Indonesia is a very big country, and it consists of more sea than land, if that makes sense. And Indonesia is it's a very green country. It's a tropical country, which is very hot, and it's kind of hard to like describe a country in general, because there's a lot of going on in each part of Indonesia. But from where I came from, it's a very metropolitan city. It's a very urban area, and pollution and whatever. Um, there are many great things about my country, but I think the three top the best things that I like about Indonesia is that the food is amazing, and it's very cheap also. You can get like a big portion of food for less than £2, which is amazing. And the second thing is that people are very, very friendly. They smile a lot, and they greet people whenever they meet each other, which is a very friendly thing and a very nice thing. So people feel welcome when you go to Indonesia. And the third is it's probably the culture, the rich culture, because Indonesia has a lot of different languages, but we have one national language, which is Bahasa Indonesia. But each part of Indonesia has their own like traditional language, which some of them speak and some of them don't. In Jakarta, we don't use traditional languages. We normally use just like general Indonesian. But it's a very unique thing to have, because every tribe in every city and every part of Indonesia has their own. Apart from language, we have our traditional houses, we have our traditional food, traditional clothing, and whatsoever, which is very impressive. And the three bad things that I don't like about Indonesia, specifically in my city where I came from, is because the pollution is just pretty bad actually. And so people don't go around walking and riding their bikes like we do see in Cambridge, where people are everywhere. People walk, people take their bikes and stuff, but we don't. We always take our private vehicles, like cars and motorcycles, which is another thing that I don't like about Indonesia, is that motorcycles are everywhere. You can literally see motorcycles in every corner of the city. Just when you look out the window, you'll see like 100 motorcycles outside, which causes some severe pollution. And the third bad thing that I don't like is that people are not most people are educated, but some are not. I don't think some is the word. I think most people are not very educated, because we just got our independence quite recent actually, which is about 70 years back. And so the development of education is not very good. And so even some people can't read, some people can't they're not well educated. So the awareness about like that I said before, about pollution and about everything basically, is can be better, and it's not that good at the moment. An important celebration in Indonesia is, I think, well, for me, it is probably the Independence Day, because it's such an important event for us. The independence, when we gained our independence, because we were invaded for like centuries before we finally gained our independence. Yes, I think it's the most important thing. We celebrated every 17th of August every year, and we have like these competitions in schools, and we most importantly we have this big ceremony, flag ceremony, where we raise the flag, and there's like this flag raising troop that walks. It's just it's a very interesting thing to see. I was once in the troop, and it was such a great experience. Is family important? Of course, family is always important. Family comes first. That's where I came from. That's where my family is just amazing. They teach me a lot and they support me very much. Their family is amazing. Typical dish in Indonesia. Uh, there are a lot. There are lots of different dishes in Indonesia because, like I said, every part of every city, every tribe has their own typical dish. But I think generally the most famous dish is called nasi goreng, which is basically fried rice. We can You can get that in Chinese restaurants or I don't know, Indian restaurants maybe, but Indonesian Indonesian fried rice is different in taste. I'm not a cook. I don't know what ingredients there are in the this fried rice, but I think that's the most um famous. Oh, and there's one more thing which is very famous, which is actually the first most delicious food in the world. I think